You're probably asking yourself two questions. Why on earth did I click a video about a dog bed? And number two, how on earth is a dog bed worth $400? Well, that's the question I asked myself at least when Tom Bin sent me this dog bed without me even knowing it. It just came to my door and I looked up the specs, saw how much it was worth. Let's do an honest review. Okay, let's do it right now. To be clear, I am not being compensated at all for this. I was just sent a dog bed one day and now I'm doing a video about it. I'm going to review this dog bed the only honest way at least that I know how to, and that is for myself to sleep in this dog bed all night long. Not only that, but then sleep in a, just an average, well, I'll say this, it's an above average, it's $60, okay, a $60 dog bed. I'm gonna sleep in that all night, and then I'm going to compare the experiences, but I'm gonna do this in a scientific way, which is I'm going to use the Sleep Cycle app on my phone, which you put next to your bed, your dog bed at night, and it like monitors your sleep and tells you through a graph like how much you've been in deep sleep and how much you woke up and like when you snored and stuff. It's kind of creepy actually. Years ago, I actually used this app quite a lot, so I have a lot of data on what my natural sleep in a real bed looks like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna compare the $400 bed to my sleep on the cheaper bed, and then I'm going to compare those two with what my sleep looks like on a real bed. Does that make sense? I've confused myself. Anyways, let's review this thing. All right, so right from the start, I mean, you can tell this thing is not normal. Like, it's obviously one of the best of its kind in the world, I would say. That's what it feels like I'm sitting in right now. This thing is like this really thick memory foam that is very supportive, ballistic nylon material that even though it's like super strong, like it's not gonna break, it's like very kind of soft, and then there's these pillows in here that makes it really squishy. And this like sheep wool material that is actually synthetic, but before I looked up, I was like 100% convinced it was real. I mean, really, this bed, it does not feel like it's gonna break ever. This thing looks and feels like a piece of furniture that I wouldn't want to like hide or anything when like I would have people come over to the house. And it actually looks really nice in here. The other bed I have, this other bed I have is actually a $60 Carhartt dog bed. I didn't even know they made dog beds. This thing is nice, but like, I mean, it feels like a dog bed, kind of a lumpy big pillow. I mean, don't get me wrong, like this is a high-end dog bed. It's nice material. I am really overanalyzing dog beds right now. Not super supportive, but I mean, it's better than your average dog bed, let's put it that way. It's gonna get dark here in just a little bit, so I'm gonna get ready to go to sleep, and we're gonna test out this dog bed first, and then the next night I'm gonna test out the Tom Bin $400 dog bed. I haven't laid in this yet, so this is the first time laying down. Here we go. On the...
Maybe you should put your pillows on the floor so more of your body's on the bed.
No, this is actually not that bad. The initial lay, not bad. I just have a feeling that like laying like this for hours and hours and hours and hours. We've got the camera here. Sarah is going to be watching me, filming me a little bit tonight. Oh, I also need to figure out how to use the Sleep Cycle app.
How does it know how you're sleeping?
It like, look, it's creepy, all right? I don't want to talk about it. Watch this be like the best sleep of my life. Okay, this is starting to get uncomfortable now.
Okay.
I will try. Good night. It's like 5 a.m. I can't go back to sleep. I woke up at like 4:15 or something like that, and I just could not go back to sleep. Cannot get much worse than that. I feel like I was waking up every 2 seconds. So we'll see how the $400 dog bed does. I can only hope it does better than that.
Ready to go to bed, Jordan?
Here's the $400 dog bed. Let's hope to God that it is better than that $60. That thing was terrible.
Want me to tuck you in?
Oh, this is already nicer, yes. Set it like this. All right, so I just woke up. Initial thoughts, I mean, I feel so much better. Like, I feel like I actually slept through the night. I can't wait to look at the analytics to compare the nights, because it's gonna be very interesting. But last night I just felt like I was up, down, like, but this one I felt like I slept for a lot of hours straight. Let's go check it out and get the results for this thing that we did one time. All right, so let's look at these stats. Let me just say this, and I hope that the graph reflects this. On the $60 bed the first night, that was one of the worst nights I have had in years. It was top 5. I was uncomfortable. I kept waking up in the middle of the night over and over and over again. So as you can see here, if you spike to the top, you were awake, middle, sleep, near the bottom, deep sleep, and then all the way at the bottom, that's the time. So like what I was like basically awake 1, 2, 3, 4. And like at the one at the end of the night, I mean, like I tried to go back to sleep and I just could not. I was done. I hit deep sleep a few times, which is cool that I did that on a dog bed. Overall, it says my sleep quality was 62%, but it felt like it was like 30. For the $400 dog bed night, I slept all through the night. I didn't wake up one time until I was just sweating profusely, which happens to me. It's really annoying. I have to turn the air down really low at night and have a fan blasting. I'm not used to sleeping in here, and I realized that I actually had the air vent in here partially covered. So I'm interested to see how that is reflected in the graph that we're about to look at. Yeah, so as you can see, I mean, I slept for 5 hours straight basically, and I hit like really deep sleep, and then like deep sleep, you know, what, three or four times. And then that spike is when I was burning hot, and then I just plummeted into deep sleep after I cooled off a little bit, and then I woke up. It says that my sleep quality was 73%, which is an 11% difference from the $60 dog bed. But if I'm being honest, it felt like it was an 80% sleep quality. On the Sleep Cycle website, it says that the average sleep quality for all of the users around the world is 74%. So I was only 1% off of that on a dog bed. How is that only an 11% difference? It just looks wildly different to me. That one I just look like I'm constantly awake, and this one I look like I'm asleep all night. And that's only an 11% difference? I just wonder how they get that sleep quality percentage. It just, that doesn't seem, it seems like it should be more than that. I felt so good in the morning that when I woke up, I immediately went out and rode my bike. On the $60 dog bed night, I was like dead the entire day. But let's see how these 2 nights of sleep compared to years ago when I used this app all the time. Okay, Saturday the 15th to the 16th of October, 68% quality of sleep. I mean, that kind of looks like the $400 dog bed night. March 5th through 6th, 82% quality of sleep. March 6th and 7th, 55% quality of sleep, but that looks pretty good. And then 81% quality of sleep on March 7th and 8th. I mean, just looking at the $60 dog bed night, that sleep looks unusual compared to those other nights. The $400 dog bed night looks similar to those other nights on a real bed, and maybe even better at times. I mean, I don't know, 5 hours of uninterrupted sleep on a dog bed seems pretty nuts to me. Pretty crazy. All right, my shoulder is starting to hurt from that. Ugh. Is everybody gonna go out and buy this $400 dog bed? No, but is it a good option for somebody who might just want the most high quality stuff for their dog, or for a dog that just has arthritis or is getting older and needs to sleep on a really high quality memory foam bed? Yeah, I mean, this is an amazing option and the best option. I mean, honestly, like this, I would be confident in saying that this is the best dog bed in the world, period. So I'm gonna give this to my dog Heavy, and he's gonna enjoy it. All right, buddy, which bed are you gonna choose? Which bed are you gonna under the... Okay, what bed are you gonna choose? 1, 2. 1, 2. Are you... Attaboy. That's exactly right. It's all yours now.